Hello everyone and welcome to another Illustrator tutorial. Today we're going to be designing this amazing summer poster. I'm really happy because summer is here and I was waiting for this in my entire year. I live in England, so winter is quite hard on us. And yeah, let's just jump in. First thing, let's just create our Illustrator file, 1700, 2400 file, and I'll just press create. Perfect. So to create the sun, let's just start there. There is a way you can do it really easily, which is like with the start tool here under your toolbar there. Just click twice, and then here you can change the number of points and the radius, which is like the radius of the spikes and the radius of like the circle inside. So imagine like this will be a radius 1. I think this is a circle one, and then it will be something like this. So it looks pretty great. I don't dislike it, but I think it's lacks a little bit of control. If I actually want to change the number of spikes, I actually need to design this back, need to go back to the start tool here, click twice, change the number, change the values here. Which for me is quite annoying because I love to actually be able to edit my designs anytime I want. Because sometimes I'm just in the middle of the design and then I decide, oh, actually, I wanted to make it different and I don't, I'm sorry, and then I don't want to start like from scratch. Actually, I like to make it as editable as possible every time. So the way I like to do this, actually before I start, I'm gonna just grab the colors from here, just paste it here. So the way I like to do this effect is just actually using ellipse tool here, make like a perfect ellipse, just getting the right color here, and then select our sphere, go to effects, and then distort and transform, and then zigzag. So zigzag gives you way more options, sorry. And here you can actually control like the size of the spikes, the number of ridges per segment, which is really cool. And you know, like if you actually want it to be smoother, maybe you can just make it like this, and then you know you have way much more control than just using the start tool. Like I said, I love the start tool. I think it's very powerful as well. Although I love this editability like constant forever. So just gonna try to match more or less the sun I made first. So imagine like we actually made our sun, and then you know what? We want to reduce the number of points. We can just click here on properties. If you don't have your properties tab here, you can just go to window and then find properties here. And then, not properties, sorry, something. Yeah, properties actually. You need to click first and then go find properties. And just here you can just actually have the zigzag and then you can change it forever. Like if you want to make it different, you know, in design we're always like trying to change things to adapt them as we go. So it's always nice to leave it as editable as possible. Cool, our sun is done. Let's just align it to the center perfectly. Next, let's just make the eyes. So I'm gonna use ellipse tool here. Going to make an ellipse like this. Going to delete this point here. Going to use it as a stroke. Get the color from this swatch there. Going to make it like 6. I'm going to duplicate this and duplicate it again. Going to rotate it to make the mouth. And just going to put this in the sun already. It's pretty simple design, but I think the shapes are so powerful already that it makes it look nice. I'm gonna just scale this a little bit like this. Maybe it's too big. And just make it, yeah, something like this. Sometimes the position of the eyes makes the entire difference. And then actually in the mouth, I used like some, I'm just gonna zoom in really quick. I used actually some arrows to make like that corner effect on the mouth. So for that, you just going to click our mouth here. Let's go to stroke. And then in stroke, you'll go to arrowheads. And let's just choose a really cool, like simple arrowhead here. Maybe I'm going to use this one. Yeah. And the same thing for the other side. Try to find it now because it switches position. And yeah, this is pretty much how to make a beautiful sun in Illustrator. Cool, now we have our sun ready. So next thing we need to do is just add our text. So let's go back to the ellipse tool here. Let's make a perfect ellipse here around the sun. Let's just make it just a stroke. And let's apply our type. So if you go to the type tool here and you right click, you can actually see a lot of options here, and we're gonna use the type on a path tool. Click over the path and then write your text. I think I wrote I wish it was summer all year long. And let's just increase the size of this text. Let's just zoom in really quick. I think still, okay, there is some bits there, shouldn't be there. All year long. And was way too tiny, the text. And also for the font, I use Ouroboros Regular, which is a free font you can download from the website fairvaltin.fr. This is like an open source type foundry, which is really cool. You can download this font, use for personal and commercial projects, and also edit the font as you wish. The only rule they have is if you do something with the font, you can't sell it, you can only give it for free, which is fair enough and is amazing actually. So let's go back to Illustrator. I'm gonna just scale this font, increase the size a little bit so it goes all around. Like this, maybe. Let's just do slowly now. Perfect. And there we go. We have our text already applied there. Let's just scale it maybe a little bit. And the next thing is just give it some color. Let's just start with this one. So here we have our text. And the next thing we need to do is just copy and paste in place and just scale it up a little bit like this. And then let's just give it a little bit of a rotation here, so we make like the text a little bit with more variation. Let's just apply a new color, do it again, just going to select this one and this one together, and then Command C, Command F, scale it up a little bit. Again, let's just do the rotation variation here. Let's just double check the spacing between the fonts are cool. Nice. And one last time, I think just for the blue one, just copy and paste there, scale it up, and perfect. Cool. So the text is done. Now we need to do just a clipping mask. For that, let's just go select our rectangle tool here. Let's make perfectly sized the same size of our artboard, and now let's just select all the types. We just try to find all of them without selecting the sun, and then right click and make clipping mask. It's just like this. Let's create a new layer and then drag it down. This will be the background layer. Let's just make it like this and make it perfect size, the same size of the artboard, of course. And then use this lighter color here. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun doing this poster. I know it's pretty simple, but it's nice for some people to not to go really complex. I'm trying also not only to show how to make cool posters, but also how to use different Illustrator tools. So besides you making a new poster, you actually learn different things, and you'll develop your Illustrator skills a little bit better. So with time, I will make more complex posters and then more simple posters in a way to create content for every level of and skill. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'll be producing tutorials like this all the time now because I'm really enjoying doing it. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Have a nice summer. Bye bye.